Once a racing YouTube channel. Looking ahead to the action at Lingfield tomorrow. It's been a while. The weather's sort of scuppered any enthusiasm for the racing, but we're back with 5 selections for tomorrow's racing at Lingfield. So we'll jump straight in and have a look at the card. Starting with the 1:15 Grade 2 Lightning Novices Chase over 2 miles. I got it down to the two Nigel Twiston Davis horses here, Matata and Master Chewy. I've sided with Matata over Master Chewy. I had to take Master Chewy's second in open company at Newbury Series, but Racing Post ratings would indicate that Matata has already achieved more over fences. His highest RPR over fence in his 2 runs has been 154. Master Chewy still respected at 150, but he is behind. And the fact remains that Master Chewy is conceding £5 to Matata as well. Whilst the substance of Matata's 10-length win at Fosslas is questionable, only the second place cruise controller since won. The man of that victory cannot be knocked. He jumped well that day and was conceding weight all round to the field. He followed that up with a very, very respectable second at Cheltenham on New Year's Day. I think that can be boosted once again, considering that it was carrying top weight, and he was entitled to tire in the closing stages of that race, given that it was carrying top weight, as mentioned, and that was on testing ground. The return to decent ground and that he is receiving weight for the first time should be a deciding factor in this race for me. Obviously, the stable form of Nigel Twiston Davis would damper enthusiasm a little bit, but you can take out from the fact that Daryl Jacobs riding out this skin to a 44% strike rate at the moment. So Matata to get us off to a winning start in the 1:15. Jumping ahead to the 1:50. Which is a Class 2 handicap chase over 2 miles. Although First Flow hasn't won since December 2021 when he won the Grade 2 Peterborough Chase at Huntington, he has remained in good form. He finished second, beating only 4 lengths behind Hewick in the Grade 2 Oaksley Chase at Sandown in April, when conceding weight to the winner. Obvious form boost from Hewick when he won the King George on Boxing Day. First Flow ran well in his reappearance at Ascot in November when carrying top weight, finished second, beating only 4 lengths, when conceding £8 to the now rated 158 Boot Hill. I would expect that their run to that standard would be enough to win this race tomorrow. I think he's been overlooked in the market quite a bit. On official ratings, they've got quite a bit to find with First Flow here. He's already proven that he can carry top weight to good effect. He's won on his only previous course visit, and he did also run well at Chepstow last month when once again carrying top weight. That was over the slightly further trip of 2 mile 4 that day. I think the step down to 2 mile will be a benefiting factor. So First Flow, given that we've only got 2 places, we're going to take a stab at this win only at 7-1, a point win only 7-1. Jumping ahead to the 2:25, which is Class 2 handicap hurdle over 2 miles 7 furlongs. Bold Endeavour has been a horse that we've followed throughout the season so far, but I think he's reached his top rating now of 144. Philippe's the one that really caught my eye for Fergal O'Brien, should I say. After a few underwhelming runs over fences, he returns to hurdles for the first time since March 2022. He's off a mark of 135, which is £3 lower. No one going off co-favourite for the Potential Hurdle at Cheltenham 2022 was beaten only a net that day. It was a Grade 2 winner as a novice hurdler and finished 5th in the Albert Bartlett. Hurdling is his bag. The return to hurdles is a huge positive as well as the lenient mark. Whilst it's been nibbled at slightly, there is still a little bit of decent each way value out there. You can get 10-1 with Bet365, paying 4 places. That'd be the way that I'd be playing it. Half a point each way, 10-1, 4 places, a la Philippe. We then move on to the third selection, which comes in the Fleur de Lis Chase over 2 miles 6 furlongs. I think there's no denying that L'Homme Presse is the class act in this race. The official ratings will tell you that as well. But we haven't seen him since the unseated in the King George last year. in 2022, should I say? Not Yeah, in 2022. The absence would be a concern. Venetia Williams' stable form would also be a concern about such a short price favourite. I'd sooner take him on at those prices with Protector at. I know it was underwhelming in the Betfair chase, but the Dan Skelton horses have been needed a run this year, and he did step on for that run substantially, running to an RPI of 169 at Cheltenham last time out and beating only 3 lengths behind Broadway Boy when carrying top weight that day. Um, I think straight after that race, Dan Skelton had picked this one out. He's a substantial target trainer, as we know, even if the Betfair chase didn't pull off this year. I think excuses could be made. Namely, as already mentioned, his horse had needed the run. If you look at his strike rate at the moment, both he, Dan Skelton, and brother Harry's jockey Harry are in very, very good form at the moment. He's run to 169. He's higher than what he run to in the Gold Cup last year. It's higher than when he finished fourth in the Cotswolds Chase. I think that a run to that level would be more than enough to win this tomorrow. Given concerns about L'Homme Presse, if L'Homme Presse turns up as he did in his novice chasing season, then I think he'll take the world of beating. But I would just have reservations about the stable form and that lengthy absence. So I'd take Protector that to beat him there, a point at 7-4. And then the fifth and final selection comes in the 3:35, which is a handicap chase. The Surrey handicap chase over 3 miles 5 furlongs, looking for horses that have got some form over the marathon trips, if you like. Kerry Lee, straight away, I'm one of the founding members of the Kerry Lee fan club. I feel that she's still operating at a 25% strike rate for this year. Not sure has been dropped massively. He's been dropped from a rating of 127 down to a mark of 116. That's £11 drop for his fourth in the Welsh National. Now, I know he was beaten 46 lengths by Nassalam, but Nassalam absolutely hosed up that day. If you look at the distances in behind that, Iron Bridge was beaten 34 lengths. Not Shaw's only beaten 11 lengths by the second place, which is fair form if you ask me. He's coming behind. I will do it 153 rated and 142 rated Iron Bridge there. If he could run to that level again tomorrow, he's got a cracking chance here. He's been really well treated in the handicap marks there, if you ask me, coming down £11 to a mark of 116. I believe that puts him. He ran well behind Animal, who was the favourite at the moment, but I would have reservations about Animal over this trip. Whereas whilst he was beaten 46 lengths, I think the winning distance is sort of it's a bit over exaggerated. That's all absolutely hosed up that day, as I've already mentioned. I think Not Shaw's a reasonable each way price at 11-2 there, and you can get 4 places there with both Paddy Power and Betfair. So that concludes the video for tonight. 5 selections there. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, give me a follow on Twitter at RacingTJW. Thank you for watching.